I used to think, if I'm in the gym working out and lifting as heavy as I possibly can, a certain number of reps while I'm doing it, that I would get big. I thought that would be it, but come to find out that size comes from eating.
I ate 16 ounces of protein with every meal, and I was eating 6 meals a day.
As soon as I went from like 10 ounces to 16 ounces, that's when I started putting on size.
You eating a pound of protein a meal?
I'm eating a pound of protein a meal. And I'm trying everything in my power to stuff this food.
But it was so hard to eat that much food, and I learned that the hard way when I had to kind of like stuff myself. And it was real hard to do at first. And my body kind of adjusted and I got used to it.
He's built like a machine. The amount of food he can take down, it's beyond anything you'd see in the textbooks. He loves the diet, loves the training, and he'll do whatever it takes to stay on top.
Yep, this is how I survive, eating the patrol car.
With elite genetics and that legendary work ethic, he's all in.
Do what you have to do. Chicken and baked potato. This is meal number 3.
That's what it looks like when you want something that bad. Ronnie's unstoppable. He's got the strength, the drive, the genetics. He's the whole package.
When you're in the gym, your job is to break down muscle tissue, not build it up. The real work of building happens after, when you feed your body with the nutrients it needs to grow. That's why nutrition is everything. If you nail your diet, you'll be prepared when it counts. Food is, without question, number 1. It's the real challenge.
I'll spend at least probably a good extra $10,000 just on food. 60% is from the food. 30% is from the workout. And the rest is everything else.
Ronnie Coleman was hands down the ultimate bodybuilder in the game, no question. And as you all know, diet is the key to packing on serious mass. So let's dive into one of the meals that helped Ronnie build that insane physique. One of Ronnie's go-to meals was a mix of egg whites, instant grits, Molly McButter cheese flavor, and Kraft Singles cheese. He'd start by measuring out 4 ounces of grits, which is about half a cup. Each packet of grits is around an ounce, so he'd grab 4 packets, toss them into a measuring cup, and get it just right. Then he'd add some water. No need for exact measurements, he'd just eyeball it since he knew it by heart. Back in the day, this meal was how Ronnie locked in those precise carb and protein goals. It gave him about 50 grams of carbs, with a target of around 125 grams for the day. So this was just one part of his carb game.
Quick grits here. This is my jump start meal of the day. This is basically just all carb meal.
Once he had the grits measured, he'd pop them in the microwave for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how powerful the microwave was. While the grits were cooking, he'd measure out 2 cups of egg whites, bringing in around 25 to 30 grams of protein. He'd heat up his skillet on medium, pour in the egg whites, and cook them for about 5 to 10 minutes, stirring now and then to get them just right. He'd add a sprinkle of Molly McButter cheese flavor to give it a taste boost without extra calories. Once the grits were ready, he'd pull them out of the microwave and stir in a couple of cheese slices to make them nice and creamy. Then he'd mix in the egg whites, creating a meal loaded with both carbs and protein. This combo, one of Ronnie's favorites of the day. As you guys know, protein plays a vital role in muscle growth. And for his protein sources, Ronnie Coleman ate boneless turkey breast, bison burger, lean steak, or good old chicken breast. First thing Ronnie does with the chicken, gives it a solid wash to make sure it's all clean. That way, when he throws on the seasonings, they really stick and bring out the flavor. Once it's washed, he hits both sides with his seasonings, getting it all set and ready to go. All right, time to head to the grill. Let's get these bad boys cooking. Yeah, buddy. He turns the heat down a little to let that flavor soak in. Now that it's all grilled up, then he measures 12 ounces of chicken breast.
Good old chicken.
Which is about 105 grams of protein. Now it's time for the good old barbecue sauce. Ronnie uses Masterpiece brand barbecue sauce, and he uses a lot of it. Not many bodybuilders can get away with this much sauce during prep, but Ronnie's got those gifted genetics.
Masterpiece barbecue sauce.
Yeah, buddy.
Best barbecue sauce they make.
And for the carbs, he eats cooked rice or plain baked potatoes. It's 4 ounces of baked potatoes or half a cup of cooked rice. That means around 24 grams of carbs in it. Now the chicken and rice are ready to go.
A little bit of rice made this much right. Not bad.
Like you've seen him do in other videos, Ronnie likes to add a little bit of butter to the rice. It makes it real tasty. He mixes it up nice and good. All right, time to dig in. This right here, good old chicken and rice, one of Ronnie's favorite meals of the day.
It all really comes down to controlling your nutrition, mainly your calories. Once you know how many calories you need to maintain your weight, any amount you go below that will help you lose body fat, and eating more will make you gain weight. Then there's physical training, which is the other big piece. That's what really helps you build up muscle.
You eating for survival.
Yeah.
So you don't really care about the taste a whole lot. I was eating fish back then, so it was a lot of fish. You know, it was a lot of food, a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes. You know, I ate a lot back then. A whole lot. I've always eaten a whole lot.
Okay.
Entire life.
It's heavyweight. Oh.
I used to eat like 10, 12 ounces of food. You know, well, it was like steak, chicken, turkey. And then I had this nutritionist like, dude, you ain't eating enough. I'm like, what? Like, you gotta, if you want to get bigger, you gotta eat more. I'm like, how much more? He's like, at least 4 or 5 ounces more than what you eating. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. And he was right. As soon as I went from like 10 ounces to 16 ounces, that's when I started putting on size.
Really?
But it was so hard to eat that much food. And then I didn't have enough time in the day because I was working full time. So what I had to do is get up in the middle of the night, eat, and go back to bed.
She said, try waking up in the middle of the night, eating a meal and going back to bed. So that's what I did.
One more. Wait.
I stuck to my routine. I never ever cheated on my diet. I didn't go out. I didn't party. I didn't do anything but work on my body and went to work every day. That was all I did. And that happened every single contest.
I used to eat like 10, 12 ounces of food, you know. Well, it was like steak, chicken, turkey.
Every 3 hours I'm eating a meal.
Every 3 hours you're eating a meal.
Yeah, and it's working out pretty good. Everything going according to plan.
Was there ever a period of time where the eating and the nutrition was harder than the working out?
Yeah.
Food has to be pre-prepared. That way, every time I come home, my food is ready, because I don't have time to cook.
Eating every 3 hours and packing in a lot of food each time? It's hard work, man. It's like a full-time job, but we're not giving up.